Yo, it's your boy Daps in the building. I'm back with another banger. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about survival skills of freshman year or your first year of college or university. So, let me give you guys a picture. Let me paint a picture in you guys in your minds right now. So, like the very first day I got to school, after passing through the big gates of my school, I saw the registry area, and I was going into the registry area with my dad and with my uncle. As we stepped into the registry area, a registry officer told my dad and my uncle to stay outside, that he's the only one allowed to come in because he's the student who is trying to register themselves. I was like, what? I was like, okay. Then I went in, did all my processing, did all my registration processing by myself, and voila, I got what I needed. I got the documents I needed to register. So let's go on. So the very first point that I'm going to be talking about, or the very first skill I'm going to be talking about, is independence. The surrealness of the independence in that moment was what I pictured as how it was always going to be. It was always going to be me doing things that needed to be done, not adults, not my dad, not my mom getting things done for me anymore. No, it's different in university, and I knew that and I saw that the very first day that I stepped into the university. Now, what did he do? How did I learn that? What did he do for me? Well, independence really made me know that I needed to do things on my own now. I was no longer a kid. I needed to grow up. I needed to change my mindset. I needed to change my mind frame. I needed to be effective in the area or in the environment that I was in. And for me to be effective in that environment, I needed to be independent. I needed to make decisions without other people telling me what to do. And that's part of why I'm a YouTuber today. That's part of why I'm a content creator today. Because I figured out, if I'm independent, why not try things that I want to do, or why not try things that are in my interest? Now, this is very beneficial because independence allows you to explore. It allows you to make mistakes, your own mistakes, and learn and grow from them. It left a lot of space for me to explore, to know who I was. And it has been very beneficial because your parents are no longer telling you what to do. You have to get it done, so you find a way to get it done. So it has been that is one of the most important skill that you learn during your first year, or that I've learned after my first year of university. Now, the second skill that I've learned is time management. Time management is very important. Trust me when I say this. You need to manage your time. And during this year, I learned that most especially. You see, as you grow older, as you go higher, the amount of things that you need to get done increase, but the time you need to get them done looks like it gets smaller because they never increase your time frame. So I realized if I wanted to be as effective as I needed to be, I needed to manage my time. I needed to find a schedule. I needed to know what I was going to be doing at certain times. And I also needed to know the amount of time I spend on each thing that need to be done. Now, what did time management, what did this skill help me with? This skill helped me with achieving a lot of things. It helped me with being where I wanted to be, or being where I felt I was effective, or as effective as I wanted to be. So now, as you guys know, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator. I'm also a very talented person. Like, I have a lot of things that I love doing. I love playing sports.
Choose your fighter.
I love making music, and I also want to be a content creator. Now, as a student in my first year, I also had things that needed to be done. I had academic things. Your lecturers can just call you and tell you to do an assignment and submit an assignment. You can be called to do a test. So I always wanted to be prepared, so that when there were things that I wanted to do, I could do it. I still wanted to be as creative as I could be. And there's no need for you. I want you guys to know this. There's no need for you to pause your creativity when you are a student, or when you are in university, or any grade of education. You just find a way to fit it in. Don't stop what you are doing. Find a way to fit it in. So I needed to find a way to fit all of that in with my education, because I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep on doing it, and it paid off for me. It did a lot, because I was still able to keep on learning all the things that I wanted to learn, and all the things that I needed to learn. Now, time management is also very important outside of school, because like, that skill that I learned, that skill that was very important for me to survive in the way I wanted to in my first year of university, is the skill that I'm using right now during this lockdown. I've created a schedule so that I can be able to do the things that I want to do and the things that need to be done. The goal is always to be as effective as you can be, and time management allows you to be as effective as you want to be. Remember, the amount of things that you need to do always gets bigger. They always grow bigger, but you are left with the same amount of time to do them, or smaller amount of time to do them. So this is why it's very important. Even as an adult, also, it's very important. Learning time management shapes how you are going to be. It shapes out what you are going to be spending your time doing. So it was a very important skill for me to learn. Thirdly, one of the most important skill sets that I learned while surviving my first year of university is responsibility. You have to know that as you step into university, you are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for everything that pertains with you, or that has to do with you. You are responsible for your academics. You are responsible for your behavior. You are responsible for your mindset. Everything. Now, how did this help me? How did I come about learning responsibility? Well, I realized that I was left to do all the things that needed to be done by myself. There was no longer anyone pushing me. Your lecturers don't come and tell you to submit your assignment. It's your choice. But I was responsible for all those. I was responsible for my assignment, because if I don't get them done, I'm going to fail, and I didn't want to fail. And nobody had to tell me that I didn't want to fail. And I knew I had more responsibilities. I knew I had more things that needed to be done. I remember, the more responsibilities people trust you with, the more you grow. And the more responsibilities people feel they can trust you with, the more they are going to give you. And I also wanted to overcome my obstacles, because that's part of growth. I wanted more responsibilities. I wanted to grow more. I wanted to be steps ahead of my means. Being responsible is very important in life, and the more responsibilities you have, trust me, the more rewards you get at the end of it. It's very important to be responsible, and as you get into university, those are one of the skill sets that you're actually going to learn. Responsibility, because now you're responsible for your actions. All actions come with consequences, or they come with benefits. You get to choose what you are going to do. You get to choose how you are going to behave. You get to be responsible for your own decisions. Now, thirdly, I learned selection of friends, the importance of selection of friends. Trust me when I say this, the kind of friends that you have affect you, whether or not you think they are not going to affect you. Because in the long run, the friends that you have shape out what you are going to do. I think you guys would have heard this saying, show me your friend, is a very common saying. Show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. Well, this is exactly correct. Because the kind of friend that you choose says a lot about what you spend your time doing. Because ultimately, you and your friends, in time, whether or not you guys don't have the same interest, grow to have the same interest and spend time doing the same things. So it's very important to choose friends that have the same interest as you, so that you can spend time on doing what you need to be doing or what you want to be doing. So you develop. You need to be with people who are pushing you in the right direction. Because if you have friends who are going this way and you are meant to be going this way, you ultimately follow them in their own direction. So you have to choose your friends wisely. It's important. It's important in your mental growth. It's important in your growth and your development. And it's also important in how you spend your time. It's very important. Now, lastly, a very important skill set that I used while I was in my first year of university is self-discovery. You have to discover who you are. There are so many people, so many students around, so many people from so many different backgrounds with so many mindsets that it's so easy for you to be lost in a crowd. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want to do, what you want to be, your goals, and you have to discover them. You have to take your time to reflect on who you are, what you want to be, what you like doing, and what you want to spend your time doing. If not, you are going to be lost in a crowd, because there are so many people. There are so many people that will try to lead you astray. There are so many temptations that can happen while you are in university, and there are so many distractions. Trust me when I say this, there's a lot of freedom and there are a lot of things to do. So you have to discover who you are. You have to discover what you want, and ultimately you have to discover who you are so that you can know your goals. You need to know your goals. You need to know where you want to be, so that you can be able to beat your chest and say, I achieved this because of who I am, and because of where I want to be, and because of the choices I made. Because if you don't know who you are, you'll be making choices based on what you see, or based on what other people tell you, or based on what other people feel is good. You have to discover who you are. You have to bring yourself to the table. Be comfortable in being yourself. Be comfortable in finding yourself. Now I want you guys to go in the comment section and tell me what you think about these 5 skill sets that I just talked about, and tell me if there are any more skill sets that you want to add. You can speak about them, and also if you have experienced different things, tell say it in the comment section. And if there's any video or any kind of videos that you guys want, you guys should also say it in the comment section. And you guys, this is not only for the younger ones. If there are any parents or any elder siblings here who have like younger ones, like these are like some of the benchmarks that they can be learning while they're in first year. In case you're like, what's going on, what's my child learning? These are some of the things that they'll be learning while they're in university and during their first year of university. And I think this is a very important subject matter. So, and also if you are a student that's about to enter your first year of university, don't be scared. It all comes step by step. It is an experience. But in case you want to use some of the skill sets, in case you want to remember, you can just write them down so that you don't forget, because they are also important skill sets when you are in university and also in life. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for listening to the message I had to share. It's your boy Dabs in the building. Dabs out. Stay in tune for more bangers. Boom.